back to my YouTube channel. And today I have an important personality in the house. Look at her. I'm so honored that she's the first to do this with me on my YouTube channel. And welcome again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the pathway, life in Canada, living in Canada, the pathway to becoming a nurse, transitioning from whatever you are in Nigeria or all over the world, wherever you are, to Canada and transitioning to nursing career. This is an authority when it comes to nursing. She has even written a book of her experience about the career. So, and I felt I should just bring her on this channel as the first person, to do me that honor to talk to you guys about life in Canada and everything in between. I hope you have your popcorn with you and your drinks, because we're going to have a relaxed evening of
Yeah, right.
yes. Let's talk about life in Canada generally and every other thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for recommending our channel, and thank you for always coming back. So let's meet my VIP.
I'm the one who is honored, by the way. Liz is a friend, she's a sister, she's a big girl.
Oh my
By
God.
Canadian standards, I'm the one who is honored to be on her platform. My name is Ayo Babalola, and people also call me Scribe Nurse because I write. I'm a published author by the grace of God. Okay, so like I said, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a Christian, I'm a writer and a published author, and I'm also a registered nurse. I've worked in a few pathways in nursing. I've done obstetrics, I've done internal medicine, I've done long-term care, and I'm currently doing cardiology. So a bit of here and there, but yes, the experiences are coming, and I just want to say that it's been worth it. But we'll delve more into that
it in the
as we
interview
talk.
as we go. Guys, there you have it. She's everything you can imagine. So I'm so honored once again to have you in this channel. So let's just go straight into the video now. Now that you've met her, the first one is living in Canada generally. How is life in Canada? Your current state before we go to the past and the beginning. I started.
Oh yeah, well, life in Canada is awesome, I must say. I look back at 5, 6, 7 years ago when we first came to Canada, and I look at how much things have changed for my family and I, and the kind of progress that we've experienced as a family in our careers, in the number of things that we have, in quotes, assets. It's been lovely. It's a land of opportunities where you're blessed to be able to become anything that you want to become, so long as you're willing to put in the work.
You see it. When you put in the work,
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah.
That is why we love it here, right?
Yeah.
You see results.
Yes, it's a system that rewards labor. So you're willing to put in the work, so you definitely get the results. And that's it's been awesome. We have absolutely no regrets moving to Canada.
Guys, you've heard it from her now. And on that note, let me ask you, when did you come to Canada? How many years now for you to have said all this?
It's been 6 years now that we've lived here. So we came in as permanent residents, and we got our citizenship eventually. But it's been 6 years, and it's been 6 blissful years, so to say. Not 1 month since we landed in Canada, not 1 month have we regretted taking the decision to move here. There has been no time that we ever thought, not even with the -50 cold, did we ever think there was something wrong with our decision to move here.
So if you are in that, is it valley of decision they call it?
Yeah.
If you are in that valley of decision, I don't have authority to change your mind. I'm 2 years old in Canada. But this is a good friend of mine that I've seen everything. Everything, has experienced Canada, the highs and the lows. And she has never regretted moving to Canada.
At all.
So I just thought I should bring someone that has that confidence and authority to give you her perspective in this channel. So You've heard from the horse's mouth. Guys. Before coming to Canada, what career were you in Nigeria? What were you doing in terms of job? What was life like in what city were you living in Nigeria and all that? Just tell us a little background.
Yeah, so I was a Lagos girl. I was originally born and brought up in northern Nigeria, but after like NYSC,
Yeah.
I started living in Lagos and I got married and was living with my husband. I got a job before the end of NYSC with an eye health organization. They're emerging to be the biggest eye health organization in the whole of Africa. So I started my career with them as a communications officer and rose to become the head of their marketing department. They have over 10 branches in Nigeria.
Wow.
And
in Lagos?
In
Where
Lagos, I worked in Ikoyi.
Okay.
In Lagos, and that was where I met my husband. Incidentally, he was working in Ikoyi too. And I say this because I try to put this into perspective because there are lots of people who think they cannot give up their career and where they're going to start again. As at the time when I came to Canada, I was being headhunted to head a project in South Africa by another organization. So they're going to pull me from my organization to go start that project in South Africa with the potential to go out of Africa to the rest of Europe and Asia. But then I also had my permanent resident visa that was issued.
Oh my God.
It was kind of a dicey situation, and I just thank God. That's why I said I have no regrets at all, because if I had stayed back, I don't know that I would still love that job as much as I love what I do now. And with the economy and everything, that's what the world has become, because it's not just Nigeria, what the world has become now. I don't know that what I would have been paid then would have as much value as what I earn now. So, yeah.
Wow. Do you ever think or pause and say, if I choosing the other way around, going to South Africa and all over the world, what would my life be like? And now, reflecting now, no regrets?
I do not have any regrets at all, because Canada hasn't shut the door to going to the rest of the world. As a Canadian, I have a powerful passport that I travel without visas now. Like my kids and I just came back from vacation.
I saw your DP.
We just came back from your vacation, and for the first time, we went to the US before that, and it's so easy to pass through immigrations and nobody's flagging you for anything. They respect
the rest of the people
at
the other side,
much.
And
Yes. So you're traveling as a Canadian.
Passport
that has its perks. So no, I don't know that with my Nigerian passport, I would have still had to apply for visas to many places, even though I was working with that organization. But it will still be dependent on visas. But being a Canadian has opened up so many doors of countries. All I need to do is just get a plane ticket. Yes.
Even you can still get that job now, but with a powerful passport.
Yes. Yes.
You've not lost anything, guys.
No, I haven't lost anything at all.
I'm so happy to hear this. That means the decision I took 2 years ago with my family, I left my own beautiful job as well to be here, was a good one.
Yeah.
And if you are in that shoes, like us, like you have this beautiful, fantastic dream job in your hands with beautiful salary, maybe in hard currency. Let's not talk about Naira now, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you are thinking about permanent residence on your right hand and all those goodies on your left hand. We cannot influence your decision, but you can hear now from the horse's mouth the experience we are having. I don't have Canadian passport yet because I'm just 2 years old, but this is someone that I've been here for 6 years. She has the passport, she's doing life with her family, she's happy, and that's why she's the first on my channel. Guys, I want you to listen to the end because I promise you it's going to be fun evening. Okay. So what did you study in Nigeria? And when you came to Canada with that degree, how did you transition to be what you are now or who you are now?
Oh yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, that I worked with an eye healthcare organization. So I was working in healthcare, but on the administrative side of things, I studied biological sciences in Nigeria. I was a botany major, and so I really wasn't doing what I was supposed to do with that degree. When I came to Canada, there were like many pathways. There are farms, there are like a lot of places that would have made use of my degree, but nursing was what I wanted to do. So the good thing for me was that the University of Regina was offering a nursing program where if you had a prior degree, you could get your nursing degree in 2 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
my degree in Nigeria was not a waste because I could use it to get into the 2 years of
Yeah.
nursing program, and that was what I did to get my nursing degree.
So you got your nursing degree in 2 years?
In 2 years,
With a
yes.
degree from Nigeria?
With a previous degree from Nigeria, yes. So
And that, when you say degree from Nigeria, that is BSc, the first degree?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a BSc in Nigeria.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good one. So after 2 years, what happened? You became a nurse?
Yes.
Registered?
I started in 2019 because well, I'll leave this part for those who will read my book in the future. The lots of struggles that were there, but I
Watch
got
this
pregnant.
space.
I got pregnant as soon as I came to Canada, and I wanted to do nursing. So I wanted to study nursing. So I'd already applied, and I got into the program. But I had a baby, and my mom told me that if she was going to be here
Yeah.
to help, then I had to do what I had to do as fast as possible. So I got into the 2 year program, and at the time I even got my license, I hadn't spent. It wasn't 2 years to the date that I started the program. I started September 3rd of 2019, and I got my license before September 3rd of 2021.
That's less than 2 years.
Yeah, so that's less than 2 years. I graduated and I wrote my licensing exams and I qualified as a nurse, and I can practice in the entire North America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Do you have advice for people that are into nursing or into any other career in Nigeria that would like to become nurses here? What prompted me to invite you here to come and share your experiences? Because I have a lot of friends that are nurses, and some are not even nurses, but they're asking me questions about
becoming
nursing
nurses.
careers. That is why I invited you over. So what advice and what are the steps, or what do they need to do to be nurses?
So, first of all, I would say, especially if you're a person of faith, you need to talk to God about it. And whether or not you're a person of faith now, you need to be seriously convinced because there are hurdles. And it's easy to get discouraged because you get to a point where you ask yourself, why am I even doing this? You need to just be convinced, have that conviction, first off, that this is what I want to do. And after that, you contact your school of choice and find out what their requirements are. There's a possibility that you might get into the 2 year program like I did because you already have a previous degree, or if you did a science related course in Nigeria, there are courses that you've done that are similar to what they're going to be doing in nurses, and you might get waivers. So they call it transfer of credit, right? Yeah, you get credit for those. So you find out from the school of choice, and then you make an application. Admissions here are so easy and straightforward. You don't need to write JAM. You don't need to write
you don't need someone to do it for you.
No, you don't need anyone to do it for you. They are so easy. They are almost always on the school's website. You just apply. You hear back from them within 2 to 3 working days, and then you apply for a visa.
Caveat: if you want to use someone to do it for you, it's your choice.
Yeah.
But it's simple. And do it yourself.
All the application steps are easy. They're just yes or no questions, schools that you have gone to, proof of the schools that you attended, like your certificates and stuff that you have to upload, and that's pretty much it. And even when you need to send them like white scratch card to verify your white certificate, that's not a big deal. So they are pretty like straightforward things that you have to do.
So if that's a requirement at this point, I would like you guys to get those little details, the scratch cards that we easily ignore in Nigeria. Get them ready, go to WAEC or buy it. I think they buy it in some designated outlets. Simple things like that can be a deal breaker here, because that your first degree or your diploma or even the WAEC certificate, which are foundational, could be just the deal breaker. Just get them ready. Did I ask you whether the journey to Canada has been worth it?
Oh, well, sort of.
I inferred in the beginning.
Yes,
but now tell us in details.
In details, okay. Yeah.
Is Canada migrating to Canada? Is it worth it? do you have something to share? Do you have something to encourage others that are in the valley of indecision?
Indecision.
Yes.
So
Coming to Canada.
this is the point where I want you to look me in the eye.
Raising your children here,
Oh.
your marriage, have
Yeah.
things changed?
Yeah.
Tell us everything.
This
Bear
is the
it all.
point where if you're in the valley of indecision, I want you to look me in the eye because we are in the moment of truth.